Baby, you're my coat. She got me feeling like a dope fiend. I'm addicted to a black queen, baby.
Raleigh Durham, are you ready for an evening of elegance and entertainment? Join Love Life After as we attend the Women of Purpose Business Building Ball. Formal attire required. October 3rd at 7 p.m. at the Aloft, Raleigh Durham in Briar Creek. Head over to prettyandpaidmedia.com. That's prettyandpaidmedia.com and purchase your tickets now. Installment plans for ticket purchases are available. Welcome back. It's Love Life After. This is Brittany.
I'm Christelle.
And I'm Rachel Dorman of Model Mentor.
All right. Thank you so much, Rachel. Thanks for coming and taking your time out your Sunday to come sit and chat with us.
Yes, we appreciate
my pleasure.
it.
I appreciate you having me.
No problem. All right. So let's get into it.
All right.
So how has everyone's week been?
It's been great. Very productive.
Good.
It's been good.
Been good?
Yeah.
Christelle?
No.
Yeah,
As you can hear.
You can hear. Yeah, you had to get your wisdom teeth pulled,
Yeah,
right?
all four, and it was horrific. It was supposed to take an hour. Ended up being 3.5 hours because
Why?
it was impacted. I guess he didn't know that it was that impacted. So they had to literally, and I didn't take no drugs. Well, not drugs. No, I didn't get put to sleep. They did do the general anesthesia. So it made me, I heard every drill they were drilling down my mouth. They kept because the bottom two did not want to come. Rachel guy. My bottom two did not want to come out. Those alone, it took like an hour and a half. They kept drilling in.
See, I went to sleep for stuff like that.
See, that I thought, because they were like, oh, you good.
Yeah.
Listen, they were like, oh, you good. It's not going to, it was straightforward. Blah, blah. The top ones,
I thought everyone went to sleep
breezy.
when they got their wisdom.
That's what, no, you don't have to. But the top one were easy. But the bottom one, they apologize because my mouth is really, literally cracked around my mouth right now. Because they had my mouth open for 3.5 hours.
That's ridiculous.
Stretching, pulling. They kept apologizing. Oh, you doing good. They were rubbing my feet. Oh, you doing good. And at some point, the medicine stopped working because it was so I felt everything, and they were like, okay, we'll stop. They stopped giving me more anesthesia, and then they waited for a few minutes. I was texting Keith. I was like, I'm almost done because I have Vittoria. I was supposed to he was supposed to go to work, so I was supposed to have Vittoria. So why y'all looking like?
Because that's crazy.
But yeah, it was just horrific. But they apologized, and I passed out after, so they had to take me back in and make sure I'm cool. And because with my condition, I have some heart problem too that talking makes it worse. So yeah, it was not a good week. But when I went to church today, the people were like, "Why are you here?" I'm like, why not? I mean, I'm good. So,
you should have stayed your butt in the house.
And I worked yesterday.
Why did you work?
Oh, wow. I wouldn't have went to work.
Yeah.
Oh, you said, but you got it done on Friday?
Just only had,
Friday,
I only had one client just to,
No.
Yeah, well, it's two. It's a mother and daughter, but I always do them as one. But yeah, that was my week. So pray for me and excuse my voice. Don't judge me. It's just hard to talk a little bit. And today I didn't take my medicine because I don't want to go to sleep. So it's just a little challenging, talking because it feels full.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my week. So how was your week?
My week. I just went to work, and then I got an allergy test done Friday, and apparently I don't have no shellfish allergy, and I've been staying away from shellfish for almost 2 years.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited about that.
You probably grew out of it because it changes.
Yeah, it changed. That's what my allergist said. He said every year you should probably get it checked again, but to go to the allergist is very expensive.
Yeah.
So I met my deductible already going to the allergist with one visit. Don't make no sense. That's how expensive it is. But that was good news. And then I went furniture shopping, got some more furniture for my house, and I was productive this morning. I got up early, went to the grocery store, cooked dinner. already. So
That's good.
starting off to a good day, but then looking forward to tomorrow and the rest of the work week for Friday to come around again.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Y'all
yep,
look forward to Friday. I look forward to Saturday
what's
because I
Saturday?
don't work on Sat. I don't work Sunday and Monday. So to me, my
Oh, that's
Yeah,
that's your
that's like,
weekend.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited. So yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, how was your week?
My week was good. I finally got the conversation that I've been waiting 2 months to have. So
Uh-oh.
we get to be a part of two different productions for New York Fashion Week. So I'm already
Oh.
working with High Tech Moda for their show, but now I get to be the event planner and model coordinator for the Indigenous Fashion Week of Toronto. That's going to
What?
come down to New York.
Oh wow, that's
So
cool.
my week, it's been good. Just trying
That's
to get
what's up.
everything together and so we can put on a great show. I'm
Oh
Yay,
excited.
that's
wow. So
exciting.
do you pick out like all of the outfits and put all of the fits together or
We just bring in the designers.
okay.
I submit designers. In February, I had one designer and three models, but in September, I only had two models. So each time, I don't care how
Mm,
small it is, each time I'm doing more. So I'll have more designers and models for that show. But then we also have the other show. So,
that's
they can do
exciting.
one or they can do both because it's at the same venue. So,
Hmm.
and then the people at High Tech Moda have been great just to help me put on this other show and open up their
Hmm.
space, and so I'm excited.
Yeah, that's what's up.
This is
That's
exciting.
exciting.
Who's your favorite designer?
That's funny because I don't know fashion like that. I
Okay.
I I know how to walk.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But so I'll tell you what. So from the designers I have met in Fashion Week,
Mm-hmm.
I would have to say my favorite. I have two, maybe three. My first is Liz from BB and Liz. She also has Giovanni and Tarani.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's fabulous. I like M. Milano
Mm-hmm.
and I like Portia and Scarlett.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of great ones, but those are the three ones that really stand out. And if you see these
Hmm.
gowns, I mean, these things weigh like 20, 30
I'm
pounds.
sure.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
they're so. I understand now why they cost thousands of dollars
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it
easily.
probably got a lot of embroidery and
Hmm.
like
Yes,
And
like those
jewels
little
and
itty bitty tiny beads
beads.
and
right.
like beads that's on your jewels and stuff.
Hmm.
Those little itty bitty beads, and then but imagine like so the Indigenous Fashion Week. That's like a whole different type of culture.
Right.
Yeah.
So imagine the whole outfit being made of beads like
Right.
that, and I mean it's oh gosh, this is gonna be so cool. I
That's
can't
what's
wait to
up.
see
Oh,
all
I'm
these different
excited.
designs.
Can't wait for you to post a picture. If
Yeah,
you need us, if you need my help, let me know.
I will, because there's going to, with the second show for the Indigenous, that's
Hmm.
where
Do
I
they
have
need
a lot, I'm going to, yeah, I'm
hairstylists?
going to need to bring in people and,
Really?
yeah.
Okay, well,
So,
let me know. I'm
yeah,
down.
I'll be dropping all the information and flyers
Okay.
next week, late next week. Well,
Okay.
this week, actually. So,
Okay. I'll take a look for on your Facebook to see them. Are you putting them on Facebook?
yeah, it'll be, everything will be on my Model Mentor page.
Okay.
I'm trying to
Awesome.
get away from my
Your
personal page and
personal
put
page?
everything
Everything,
on
yeah.
my
Right,
Model
right.
Mentor page.
So basically you basically mentor models. You basically show them how to walk and try to have like a certain posture and things like that.
And a certain confidence about themselves, because if they don't have a confidence about themselves, they're not going to be able to do
Nobody's
it.
gonna do
Right.
it.
This is a very I'm going to tell you straight like it is. I'm not going to hold no punches.
Right.
You don't look right. You're not tall enough. You're
Right.
not thin enough.
Yeah.
You're not thick enough. I mean, because
Hmm.
there's all these different markets now. So you have to be very comfortable with who you
You
are
are. Right.
first
Mm-hmm.
before you can let other people tell you all these different things, because you need to be able to go back home and not take it personally
Personally,
and
right.
just say, hey, well, that was for that show or that
Right.
designer, and
I like that you said that because me and Brittany were having a conversation a couple weeks ago about being honest with somebody. And I feel like if someone can take constructive criticism
hmm
the right way, then they shouldn't be in the field that they are.
right,
You know what I mean?
right.
So yeah, I'm glad you said that. That's important.
Yeah, I mean, I think that honesty starts with your friends and family too. Like, if you
Hmm.
know somebody is just like really wasting their time, let them know, like, hey, maybe there's a different way we can go about this, or maybe I can help you push you towards
See
some
that?
lessons or something. But like if you know that they are a horrible rapper, or don't boost their head up and all this.
Right.
Like let them know the
Let them
truth
know the
because you
truth.
don't want
Right.
anyone
Or tell
else
them,
to
hey, change it
get
up
out
this way.
there and
Right.
really
And
break them
boo
down.
them.
Yeah. So I'm just
Yeah, well, that's good. See, we need people like that.
Guys.
Okay, so I have some icebreaker question. I think we did kind of like broke into it, but so it said this question. I thought was kind of funny. Name the person. Oh, we can't do this one because we don't really all know each other like that. So, what was the most awkward romantic encounter you have had?
romantic though.
I can't answer that because I don't know.
Shoot, awkward and romantic.
I could change it. No, yeah. Let's try
Yeah, I don't
something.
even know if I've
What do
had an
you think
awkward
the secret
romantic.
to a good life is?
Secret to
Oh,
good life.
Ooh,
the
yeah,
secret
that's a
to a
good
good
one.
life. For me, the secret to my good life
Mm-hmm.
is keeping my heavenly Father first.
Amen. Yep, God
That's,
first.
seek ye the kingdom first, and
Mm-hmm.
all these things will be added. So I just stick with
That's a
that.
good one. Y'all heard that?
What's yours?
The secret to a good life. Um, of course, because you say God first, like God is always first, but
Mm,
like being at peace with
yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking totally different from y'all. I was thinking financial. I'm thinking
Okay.
about good credit.
Good credit.
I
Well,
mean,
that
but
too.
it takes money to do everything. So I
Right.
mean, being financially stable so you
Yeah,
can
so
get what
Yeah.
you
I was
need
just
is
gonna say
important.
But
like,
there's a difference between having good credit and having money. You know what I mean?
yeah, I
Like
think credit is way better
better
than having
than
money.
having money.
Yeah,
Like being
right
like
now.
debt
Yeah,
free, and like
Right.
having good credit. I feel like that's a secret of having a good life.
yeah, right
Right.
now. But if, at some point you're going to want to be able to turn that into cash because when everything
Yep.
starts going crazy, you know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you gotta
That
yeah.
credit isn't gonna. Everything's gonna just go out the window. I'm ready to move to Africa, so
No, I
I'll
feel
deal
you.
with everything that happens on the
Hmm.
other side.
Okay, I have another one, and then we could move on. If you could rid, if you could rid the world of one thing, what would it be?
Mm.
Mm,
Poverty.
Poverty. Oh yeah.
mm, that's a good
Hmm.
one.
I don't know what would I rid the word of. If I could rid one thing, mm, maybe.
One thing, it's a lot.
Yeah, I have a
Um,
lot, but maybe I will say like selfish people, people who are selfish.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say it. It's
illness,
a thing, but illness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
illness.
illness.
That's a good. That's a good one.
But see, and all those kind of wrap up into selfish people. If
Right.
people were more empathetic and giving and caring and we're all taking care of each other like we're supposed to, there wouldn't be all this poverty. There wouldn't be all this
Mhm.
sickness because of this poverty and people can't take care of themselves.
Right.
It'd just be a much better place.
Yeah, that's true. I like that.
Right.
So, okay, so let's get into our segment. So our segment, we'll go to you because I'm sure people already like kind of know what we are, what we love and stuff like that. But so tell us about our love segment. So tell us about like some things or things that are important to you that you love or love to do.
Or if you have a
Or if you
love,
have
like a significant other, love life.
Um, well, I am married, and I have two boys. They are almost 15, and one just turned 9. And
Okay.
then I also have I still call them my stepdaughters, even though I haven't been with their dad in I don't know how many years, but
Mhm.
I was with them when they were 2 and 4. They're about to be 20 and 22.
Oh.
So
Okay.
my kids and I can't forget Marcus. We took care of him for a few years, but I love my seniors.
Mhm.
I love to take care of people.
Mhm.
That's my thing. I love to help the homeless and hand out like sack lunches and
Mhm.
collect coats
Mhm.
and scarves and
Yeah,
stuff
we like to do.
and just ride around and pass them out. But I like taking care of seniors and listening to them talk and everything that they've been through, or even if they have dementia and they can't talk and tell me everything
Right.
they've been through. I just like to I just like to take care of people.
That's good.
That's good. That's the senior one is hard for me because like I like being around, but it's hard because I'm like, man, like we're all gonna be here one day. Like I wish I could have,
It makes you want to take care of yourself
right,
now.
right.
I mean, some stuff you can't help. It's going to happen regardless. But if you can, take care of yourself now, do stuff to take care of your mind now, all that stuff. I mean, my grandma's 94, so I look forward to being able to be 94 one day, depending on how the world is.
Right.
If the world keeps getting, the way it's going now, it's just like, say if I'll make it 94.
Oh well.
I'm just not ready to go now.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think none of us is ready to go. I know I'm not.
Yeah, I feel
'Cause
like
wanna,
I feel like I got a lot more to do.
right. Me too. I want to see my grandkids
Right.
one day. My kids marry if that's what they want to do.
Right.
And just grow and
I still want to travel. I want to see the world. I want to do things. It's just a lot that I feel like I just need to accomplish. Even though I feel like I've accomplished a lot thus far, I feel like I'm still still got more to do.
right.
Still got more to do.
Yeah. Oh, there's cold one too if you want them. Good.
So let's get into the life segment. So what do you have going on in life right now?
In life, I am just trying to get my kids through this school year. I would like to get them into homeschool, but that's another thing. But I'm just growing my business. That's been my main concern. Just trying to help as many people as I can in that. I still work with my seniors some, but my main focus is just being, all about my business and trying to grow my brand. So
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you up.
Oh,
but,
no, that's
let's get back real quick into that homeschool. Like, what's the reason why do you want to homeschool your kids?
Well, my older son is in public school, and so just the stuff that they're teaching them and the way that they're making it part of curriculum, so you can't opt out of it. They're not telling you beforehand. I prefer not, and he doesn't like going to school, so maybe he'll do better in a different environment.
Yeah.
My younger son, he goes to a charter school. He's doing okay there, but it's more because my son is mixed, so it is predominantly black. So he's learning a lot of different things of black history and stuff, and so and they teach that throughout the whole year, which is great.
Oh, that's good.
However, they're not taking into consideration that he's mixed. So now he's learning stuff that I wasn't ready for him to learn yet. Or, before me and his dad had a chance to break it to him.
Yeah,
how
have that talk.
You're going to learn things. And if you hear certain family members, on one side or the other side saying stuff about the other, So
I get that. I could get that. I could get where that could be a little tricky. Like, I was thinking about homeschooling my kids, too. The thing, my kids go to a magnet school. They do really well. They made AB honor roll again this semester. But like how you were saying about the curriculum, I don't like the curriculum neither. I don't like the fact that they don't teach enough Black history. So I think it's different. I get what you're saying, but it's different on both ends. I just feel like I don't like the Common Core math thing they be doing. Like, I don't like that.
I didn't like that.
I
in
think
the
they're thinking about removing that.
They should.
Yeah,
the school my youngest goes to, they do traditional math. I mean, 2 + 2 is 4, and that's it. They're just break down this and that, and see how the two of these work together. I don't care about the answer. They said we care about the process. They said we understand the process of math now more. I was like, look,
whatever.
I don't like 2 + 2 is 4. In a discussion, and if you send it home, this is how I'm going to teach my kids. So,
I didn't like that, but I was thinking about that too. Homeschooling my kids. My kids, they're having issues. They're in middle school with riding the bus, like bullies on the bus and things like that. It was an issue off the rip as soon as they started school. So that's the only thing I'm really having. But as far as their grades and like the curriculum and stuff, I don't really like the curriculum. But when they come home, I make sure that I try to go over certain things and try to correct things that they're taught in school, like Christopher Columbus discovered America. I try to make sure that I correct that at home and try to go over certain things with them at home. But I was definitely thinking about homeschooling too, because I mean, my kids. Everyone was like, "Oh, don't do that because your kids, they might be weird." I'm like, my kids are not going to be weird.
Programs. There's
extracurricular activities, exactly.
At home school, parents, and we got our kids, and we meet together. We form sports teams. We form different groups, and they go out together and do field trips and stuff. So I mean, who unless you've been through it, unless you homeschool,
you don't know.
Say anything
to me, right? And that's how I feel.
Right. That's trying to get back on what you said about like them learning from someone else before they learn from you. I think that's important to like actually tell our kids first before they go out there and find it, because the kids are talking about it, the adults are talking about it, so they're gonna know. Right. That's what I'm trying to like. Teach my daughter now with the whole sex thing, and I try to do that before. Hey, we need to talk about this. I don't care if you don't want to talk about it. We're gonna do it. Because if you go there, they're gonna bring it up.
Absolutely, my kids be telling me, they
know it's not that they tell them. It's just like you don't need to know that, especially for your grade. Why would you even bring?
So it's important for us to like teach our kids.
No, I told y'all I'm moving to Africa. We will be on the compound. They won't need to worry about everything you need to know. We can teach you from experience. I'm so I am serious.
You moving to Kenya?
I thought about Kenya, but I want to stay closer to Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast.
That's where my heritage goes back from. Okay. Yeah, so we're actually looking at Ghana, Liberia, and
Nigeria.
Uganda.
Ooh,
I mean, because you take the money from here and turn it into. Let me tell you something.
Oh, I know.
$1 here is $3,763
of
in
their
Uganda.
money. Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
I'm going this year to look at some places.
Yeah,
because the country.
Ours is. $1 here is there right now is like 600, something like that. But with the Uganda, that's a lot.
It's almost $9,800 in Sierra Leone.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up.
So it's. Yeah, I'm out. We won't need to worry about school because everything is. Because like I said, I'm gonna take my money from here, turn it into a lot of money there.
Right, you'll be a millionaire.
Right, like we don't. It's paid for.
Right. The houses
we
are
running our own businesses.
You're not paying
I'll
no
teach you what you need to know. The only reason why you have to have this education that they're teaching you through the schools is so you could do the stuff that they're trying to get you to do here. Right. But if I run my own business.
Like once your house is built, it's built. Like that's yours.
You don't pay no taxes.
You don't pay no taxes on it. You're not paying like monthly nothing. Crap. That's yours.
That's
only thing you're paying for is your light bill,
your food,
your water, and your food.
And we've already been testing our hand at farming and all that stuff like that, so we can.
Yeah. You serious? Oh, you sound like one of my
whole
friends.
family. Like we are so serious. We're going to have different houses on this compound. And just do this together. Right. And then, like I said, if we're running our own businesses and stuff, the only education you need is to run this business.
Right. Yeah, my friend Kim, she's been thinking about moving to Kenya. Like, she's serious, like dead serious about it.
Yeah. I just haven't picked the country yet, but So
when is your timeline? When are you going to try to pick up and leave and have everything together?
I'm going this year to look at some places. So
I know that's right.
Wow.
I'm just waiting on the money.
I know, right?
I'm just waiting on the money. As soon as I get the means, I'm out.
I know that's right.
Out.
I know
you talk to your kids about it?
Yeah, they're not ready, but I'm like, hey, well then guess what? Back and forth it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
and your husband is okay with it?
He kind of sort of. I mean, a lot of people aren't on board with me. I know my mom is, my sisters are and stuff, and he's willing to if my family moves, but I just.
But do you have any family you don't have no family in Africa, so you just like okay, I don't care, I want to do it. Well, I'm from Africa, so it'll be a lot easier for me because I know people. Right. But you that's like a whole, that's a big change. But good for you, but you'll be happy here anyway. So. Right. Let's not get into that. Let's
But the
get
president
back.
of Ghana said, that they apologized for the Africans selling the
Ooh,
Hebrews into slavery,
ooh,
and that they will make it easy for any of us that want to
ooh.
come home and purchase land. They
They
actually
sure
have a
did.
program where they're offering land and housing for 6 months with a family to go over there and start your business. They give you money here to take over there and start your business. I am
Yes.
out
What's
of
his
here.
name?
I know that's
Ludacris. Y'all know he got citizenship, Uganda
Mm-hmm.
citizenship. He
Oh,
like,
really?
Yep,
he
and that
did.
money
He was
turned
the
into something bad
right.
over there, I'm trying to tell you.
Him and his. I think his whole was it his whole family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He
Oh,
was
that's
on
what's up.
Oh, yeah.
like showing it off. I said, okay, that's what's
Yeah.
up.
So that's where
Okay,
life
come
is going to
on
take me.
home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Right.
need to visit to Africa. I need to take
You
a trip through there.
do. You
Yeah.
do. We
That's
need
where
to
life's
go. We
going to
need to
take
go to
me.
Ghana next year. Well, not next year.
No.
1 year. Whenever you're ready, I'm ready. But okay, so
You
let's
let me know
get
when you
back.
travel. I'll go with you.
Okay, we were just there in July.
Yeah.
So, but I'm trying my best to trying to bring the kids at least every 3 years now. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let you know, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you know too, so you can start planning.
You said you wanted to travel. You said
Mm-hmm.
that was one of the things you wanted to
Yeah,
do.
I
So,
want. I
yep.
definitely want to go to Africa. That's one of my top spots. So I
Yeah,
want to go. I want to go to Africa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that's what's up. Okay, so let's get back onto this model mentor thing it's not a thing, your business that you have. So tell us a little more about it, how you started, what made you started it, and where you are with it right now.
Okay, so I started out as the co-owner of another agency. So,
Mm-hmm.
well, actually, let me back up. I just turned 36, so that means I've been modeling for 30 years now.
Oh wow. Okay.
So 2 years ago, I started. I was approached by former friend to start a modeling agency,
Mm-hmm.
and so and it was four of us, and then it dropped down to three. Then it was just the two of us, and it just became really abusive and volatile. And I told him, like, you can't talk to me any kind of way. You can't come at me any kind of way. Say the things that you say. Do what you do. Say I'm sorry, and then turn around and
Not
do it
do it
again.
again.
That's an
That's an
abusive
abusive
relationship.
relationship.
Yeah, I don't
Absolutely.
care if you're married, if we're business partners. That's an abusive relationship, and you
Right.
are not changing your ways.
Right.
So I told him I'm out,
Right.
and so I left.
Right.
And so 2 months before I left, I had Model Mentor. I had Model Mentor on my vision board.
Oh wow.
And
I love vision
so
boards.
every time I kept coming, once I got to the point where I knew I had to leave, I kept coming into my room and I would see the Model Mentor on my vision board. So when I left, that's how I knew that it was going to be called Model Mentor, and I knew what I wanted to do.
That's what's
So
up.
I've been doing it for a year now. So.
And I know you said you had children. Do you have? You said did you have? Do you have daughters?
I have two stepdaughters.
Two stepdaughters.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you said you've been modeling for 30 years. Was it any time where you actually put them in position to like do modeling and stuff?
I tried. They
It
weren't
wasn't
feeling
for
it.
them. Yeah.
I have a photo of where I got Corinne to go to an open model call, but like they just
It wasn't
they
for her.
weren't in it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I
She
mean,
like,
Yeah, no, my boys, I got them into a few shows, and they're saying that they want to do it again, but I think it's just because I'm going different places and stuff like that, and I think they just want to travel and go places
yeah,
too, but I can't take them with me everywhere because if I don't know the environment that I'm going into, and I don't know the all the people involved and what's going on, and I don't curse in front of my kids. I don't let them listen to that kind of music, so I have to know what
yeah.
I'm
What you
going
walking
into
into?
before I bring
Right.
my kids
right.
with me. So most of the time they don't get to go with me.
They don't.
No,
No.
most of the time they don't because yeah,
You
I'm just
just
not
don't
going to
know.
do
You don't
that.
want to be
I'm just not
blindsided.
going to do that because then I have to figure out, well, what am I going to do with them, and I can't focus on what I'm there for.
Right.
Right.
So I know how to pray up and put on my armor before I go into certain situations, so I don't bring no spirits back with me. But our kids,
They're not
yeah,
ready for that yet. They
yeah,
don't really understand that yet.
right. So
Okay. I wanted to bring up something. I mean, since we're all moms and we all have children, it was like this Twitter thread that I found on Madame Noir. It says parenting while depressed. Real mothers share how they cope. So this girl, Jasmine the Great, she tweeted and asked, "How do parents still parent while depressed?" And a lot of women, they posted a lot of stuff, and it was really kind of heartbreaking and disheartening because I'm like, dang, like you didn't. I just wouldn't think, all of these women feel the way they do, or so. I mean, sometimes I'm not at my best neither. So I just wanted to know, like, if you guys ever felt down and depressed while parenting, like, how do you cope with it?
Oh yeah, especially when been single mom or separated, and I got the kids. And you don't know how stuff is going to get paid. I used to try to hide it, and we actually were having this conversation yesterday at my mom's house, where you try to cry in the car, or you cry after their sleep, and you try to keep on a smile, and then my aunt also said that she would let her daughter know. Like her daughter would come in and she would see her cry, and they would sit there and they would cry together, like they were, both go, if they're missing, the dad or something like that, and so they were able to. She knows, so that way her daughter knows, like, hey, my mom feels the same way. I can bring her my feelings instead of, oh, well, my mom seems like she's so happy. I don't want to bring up these feelings to her.
Right.
So I've learned to just talk with my kids a lot more and let them know that they can come talk to me. And I don't, I'll just, if it upsets me or makes me sad, I'll just process it and deal with that part later. But just let them know that they can come talk to me. But yeah, being depressed and trying to, yeah, that's
That's a
no
lot.
joke. And sometimes, I mean, it depends on, but I also know when I need to go get counseling. I've been in counseling off and on since I was 12. I know when it's time to go into counseling and get the help that I need. I don't like to take medication, but I know when it's time. So,
Right.
Yeah, I'll go get the help when I need it. But people have to go get the help when they need it.
Right.
You can't you can't not go get help. I mean, they're there for a reason.
I mean, there's people who don't want to go to counseling or who don't want to get the help if they're, going through something. But I mean, sometimes it's easier said than done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you got to put the work into it. My thing is, if you're going to you make time for what you make time for. So if you're going to make the time to sit around and cope with it in negative ways, then you can definitely take that time to cope with it in a positive way. I mean, it's a choice. Do you want to stay in this depression or not?
Right.
How bad do you want to feel better?
Right.
So, do you feel, is it to the point where I'm willing to try anything, including counseling? If not, then
move on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
I was just reading some of the comments from some of the women, and like one of the women that commented said, "You literally are on autopilot. You cook, you clean, go to work, pick up the kids, buy things, sign field trip forms, check homework because you know you have to, but you're kind of dead inside. You lash out in anger, be emotionally unavailable, or let the house be a mess. Let the kids be." Like, I kind of understand where she's coming from. But at this point, like with my children, I have twin boys. They older now, so like I'm not in school. Like, I mean, I work, and work is pretty tough right now, but like you said, I speak to my kids, so I'm like, listen, I didn't have a good day at work today, so I need y'all to come in here and do what y'all need to do. I don't want to talk to y'all more than once. I'm gonna go in here and take a nap because I need some rest because I'm not feeling well. And they understand. They'll go upstairs, they'll go in their room, they'll do what they have to do, and that's that. Or some days I'll be like, you know what, I'm not cooking tonight. We're gonna have to order pizza or do something, or like I just won't do anything extra. Like if I feel like I can't mentally and physically do it, I just won't do it because I'm not gonna like push myself and like overfill my cup because I have to refill it, and get myself right. So I don't like taking medication either. Like I know a lot of women, they take antidepressants and things like that. Like that's just not me. I just don't like. I'd rather take a holistic route. I'd rather meditate or like burn some sage because that calms my nerves, or like do something else. Like I don't really like taking medication, but it's just sad reading this thread because I feel like a lot of women go through this, and I feel like sometimes us as women, we don't really have the support that we need. You know, like another one said, she's like, remember how it felt when it was done to me. Fake it all day, stay up until the kids go to bed, literally fall to pieces in my room and my bathroom quietly, so I don't wake anyone. Like,
see, I think if women stopped feeling guilty for taking time for themselves and
Yeah.
actually, go get the pedicure, go get your nails done, go get your hair done, go out to lunch with your friends, go to the movie by yourself, go take a bubble bath, do something for you and not feel bad about it. Because if it's just like what I said yesterday, it's like with the airplane. If they're going down, you got to put your mask on before you can help somebody else. Because you help everybody else now, you die because you don't have no air, and now you can't help nobody ever again. So if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of the kids. So I think if they would allow themselves more self time, allow themselves to be selfish at times, then because we were talking and it's a group of us, and they were like, a lot of them felt guilty for doing that, and I'm like, oh, I learned that a long time ago. I don't feel no types of way about it. Like when I leave here, I'm not going straight back to the house. I'm gonna take some time before I go home.
Right.
Do I feel bad about it?
No.
Why? Because I will see you when I get home. I'm gonna cook dinner. We're gonna be together and all this stuff. I had you this morning. No, I love my kids. It's next weekend. They're going with both their grandmas. Mwah, mwah, mommy loves you. I will see you in a few days. Don't feel bad about it. No, I don't.
I still have mom guilt sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I really do. But like these past couple of weeks, my kids had tournaments back to back to back. And I'm like, Lord, mama need a break. I'm like, I don't feel like doing nothing extra. But today I got up extra early, went grocery shopping, cooked dinner. So that way when I get home after the podcast, I can go home, shower, take me a bath, drink some wine, and relax. So it's like, I feel like
I have twins.
Yeah.
How old are they?
They 11.
11, because I'm identical twin.
Really?
I am. I'm 2 minutes older.
Really? Yeah, my boy's 3 minutes apart.
Ooh, yeah, see, I didn't want to have twins. My kids are 6 years apart, okay?
Like,
nope, I did not.
It's like, I mean, it's way better now. When they were younger, I kind of miss when they were younger, I'm not going to lie. But I wouldn't do it all over again, though.
Yeah.
I don't want any more kids.
Twins.
Twins is a lot. But
are they identical?
Yeah, they're identical. Do you and your twin sister get along?
So we didn't start getting along, like seriously getting along until we were 27.
Really?
It took our father passing away for us to stop.
Really? Why? Wait, first of all, what's y'all sign?
Well, then again, we're Aquarius. But I mean, I kid you not. Age 34, we got into a physical altercation. Yes, we did. Hey, look. I said, I love you, same face, but Jessica, know if you step to me, you know what I'm saying?
OMG. Wow. That is crazy.
Yeah, my boys, they fight a lot too. They don't really like physically fight in front of me. I don't know why my husband, he always catches them in action. They don't do that in front of me. Like, I don't ever catch them. I don't ever hear them. I hear them.
Fighting?
Yes.
Really?
Like, we would knock out, drag out, fight. I mean, I still got scars. She still got scars. I mean,
what?
Yeah.
When y'all was younger?
I'm telling everything. So, because we shared a room. So, if we're fighting, and she said go to your room, then we in there together.
Right.
So one day, and it's funny because it took up until it was like over 30 years that I thought I wrote this letter. Jessica wrote the letter, but she wrote a letter to our mom, and she said, "You sent us to the room together, but do you understand that together means to get her?"
I mean, behind it, I get it.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. So y'all
was in there scrapping.
So the recent one 2 years ago,
pull the trundle over him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we were knockout, drag out fighting.
The recent one 2 years ago. What was like? It was that serious?
I think she was already frustrated, and I was sick, and
the fist fight.
Yeah. Yeah, and we were at my job, but luckily it was, we were cleaning after hours, but she did, like, she wanted me to look at her. She's like, look at me when I'm talking to you. I'm like, no, I don't have to do that. I'm just trying to open up these doors so I can leave, and as I'm opening them, she's slamming the doors back shut, and so they're locking again. I'm like, Jessica, you're going to be stuck, because I'm the one with the key. I was like, you're going to be stuck. So, but she kept on, and she kept on, and she kept on, and I'm like, I'm volunteering to help you. You're not my boss. I don't have to answer. Jessica just let me open it. I didn't even have to be here to open up for you. Just let me do this. And she kept on, and then she did this move. She took her stuff off. I was just like, oh, okay. I know what this was. Yeah. once you stepped to me, I'm like, okay. So
Ooh.
I was like, pushed her up out of my face, and that was a wrap.
Oh wow.
Wow, y'all was in there fighting. Who
And
stopped
then my
y'all?
husband's on the other side. The door locks from the inside because it's a senior center. So there, it was a senior day center, so you can't get out. So my husband, he's banging on the door. He's on the other side with my son, so they hear us fighting and stuff like that. And I mean, but I had braids in, and she grabbed my hair. And I was just like, if my hair come out, your hair come out.
Dang.
We sure did. We were
So
so
after that fight though, how did y'all come back together and rekindle, and like did somebody apologize, or like how did that work?
I feel like I'm usually
The bigger
one
person.
to end up apologizing because I love you, Jessica, but I usually end up hurting her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess I'm stronger. So, so then I end up feeling bad, regardless of how it happened or who I think is at fault.
Oh God, that is too funny.
Dang.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure y'all learned from that.
I'm learning more boundaries and stuff
Oh,
like
absolutely,
that. And next
yeah.
time I have the flu and I'm sick in the bed, it is what it is. I'm
I can't
sorry,
help you.
I'm not getting
Right,
it.
right.
Yeah, that I'm learning that too. Like I think this year was like a breaking point for me. Like so,
With boundary or just period?
Period. With boundaries overall, with people. Like I'm just not like certain people. I'm not giving no energy to. I'm not giving you no response. Like I just don't have it in me anymore.
I love boundaries.
Right.
There's a book called Boundaries that I read, and it's just you stay in your own yard. This is my yard. This is your yard. We can stand at the fence. We can talk all day, but at the end of the day, I'm in my yard. You're in your yard. And
we're good.
I can invite you in my yard, and I can tell you to get out of my yard.
Right.
Like also if just because like we have these wonderful cell phones, but just because I have the cell phone doesn't mean I have to answer the phone.
Right.
Just because you text me doesn't mean I have to text you back
and respond.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I text you back because I want to text you back. I answer the phone because I want to answer the phone.
Yep. And then you know what else I'm gonna work on this year too? I'm gonna basically saying no with no explanation behind it.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I always I'm like, oh no, sorry, I can't because like ain't no because like
I've been erasing a lot of messages and I just leave it as sorry I can't.
Yeah, like no.
I mean I do feel bad, sorry.
No, thank you.
That's what I need to work on.
Like no
I'm good with I've set some boundaries that I needed to work on, but it's still hard for me to do explaining myself.
Yeah,
I feel like I owe an explanation.
Yeah, I'm an empathetic person, so I feel like I'm hurting somebody or I'm letting somebody down, or but I'm learning that when I need something or when people know my situation or they know that I'm trying to put something on or I'm doing something and I don't see them there, I don't see that support, you don't call me, you don't text, you don't come to my house. I don't have people come to my house. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you how many times I've been to their house versus how many times I've been to my house. You know what I'm saying?
And why is that? Is it
for some reason, I seem to attract one-sided friendships.
Now,
I do have a friend, and I got to give a shout out to Mary because she has been a good friend. We don't get to see each other often, but she's the only one that's really did something for me. You know what I'm saying? With nothing in return, but just for the fact that she wanted. Like, I came into her house. We were supposed to go out. Me and my husband and her were going to go out for my birthday. And I walked in and she had, grape skewers and, little champagne glasses with strawberries on them. All this stuff set up for me. And it was just the three of us before we went out. But just to take the time to do something like that.
Yeah, that's very thoughtful.
That's so sweet.
So, but boundaries. I mean, hey, we also understand that we got lives and we got stuff to do.
Right. All right, I want to go back to your twin sister again because every time I see somebody will have twins, I'm just so intrigued. So did you and your sister y'all dress alike?
Yeah, we'll still dress alike.
Really?
We'll still go out and buy an outfit to dress alike.
Really?
She actually showed me a picture. She met twins. They're 77. They still live together. They still dress alike in everything. I mean, same purse, everything.
Really?
We love each other. We're close. we live in the same neighborhood on the same street.
Right, yeah,
You
that's
know what I'm saying?
what I
But this is the
said.
first time in, all of our years
Uh-huh.
living on our own that we live this close. But we live right down the street from each other. We talk every day. We FaceTime every morning.
No,
But
That's good.
we are totally different.
Like, cause I was gonna ask, cause my boys, of course, I dressed them when they were younger, cause it was easier.
Right.
Just get two
It
of the
was
same
cute.
thing, and it
You
was
got
cute.
identical twins. How
Right.
cute is that?
Exactly. They don't like that now. They are
Yeah.
into they. So I think they stopped wanting to dress alike, like going into like fourth grade.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they wanted to have their own style. They wanted to like one of my sons, like he's real like kind of conservative. Like he wants to like get dressed up. He wants to wear like a button up with like chinos or khaki pants. And I have my other son, like he wants to like be a rock star. Rock star. He want to wear like the motorcycle jeans. He want to wear like a designer belt. Like he want to wear like polo shirt with the Jordans. Like you know, so they like day and night too. So that's why I wanted to ask, because I'm like, dang, I thought they would like keep up with this for a little bit longer. And then like when we moved to the house, separate beds, they still sleep together. I done spent money on a whole 2 bedroom suites, and they still sleep together.
No, see, I couldn't wait. I slept in the closet. I slept under the bed. I kid you not. Like the way our dresser was, you had the 2 doors that open, but the dresser was here, so you couldn't open it. And we had the toy box in the back, but I would put blankets on top of it. I don't care how hard it was. I put blankets down, and I had a little night light in there. That was my room. I made my own room in the closet. I did it under the bed, and I had a little night light. I had little books lined up against the wall, and so, but it's under the bed, so you have to be in there like this.
Girl.
And then if you want to turn your head, you slide out, turn your head, slide that head. Anything to have my own space.
Really, but I guess it's different because it's like boys and girls. I guess I don't know.
No, I don't know, because I can't say, because I'm not a boy, and but I mean, my boys are 6 years apart, and them just sharing a room, that you have to. Separate. I think, but if they want to keep their room together,
I was just like, whatever. I was like, I ain't a twin.
I think it's good. Let them have their own room. If they want to sleep in each other's room, then go sleep in each other's room. That's what I do. At the end of the day, y'all still need to be able to have your own space.
Yeah, that's what I was like, excuse me, sir. Like, because one room, I go upstairs and go wake them up for school. And one bed is perfectly made, nice and neat. And they both in my son's other room. I'm like, so y'all just gonna sleep together every night? I'm like, whatever, I don't care. Y'all both get up, both make up the bed, make sure this room clean.
When they start maybe getting into like girlfriends and stuff, maybe one will be
puberty,
like,
they'll probably want
to go to my room.
I mean, that's that built-in best friend. We were just, right there from. I mean, you were one person,
right?
And then you just all of a sudden it's 2 of you, and I mean, but you're in there together the
whole time.
Yeah. So
I was just like, dang, I thought this would last a little longer. Guess not.
Yeah. Whatever. I thought we would get.
Do you want them? You want them to be like?
I mean, I thought they were like, I thought they would still like to dress. I mean, sometimes if I buy things, I'll still buy them certain things that's alike, like different colors or something like that, or like different shoes. But they're totally opposite. Like they opposite. Like my husband.
You tell that you've always been able to tell them apart without any issue?
Yeah. Well, when I first had them, I had to keep their hospital bands on for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But the first baby that came out, Malachi, his face is a little wider. He got like fatter cheeks, and then my other son, his face is a little slimmer. So that's how I told them apart.
Yeah, one of them look like their mom, and one of them look like their dad.
Apparently, I get told every time I take them to tournaments that they look like their dad. I don't get no credit.
No, Malachi look more like you. It's I guess because they're seeing it, but Malachi look more like you, and Messiah more like Twig.
Yeah, I don't know. They were like, oh, I didn't even know you was their mama. I'm like, well, goddamn. Like, I carried them for 37 weeks, and they don't like me at all.
Yeah, see, that's how my youngest is. That's not even fair.
I'm like,
I think it's so easy to tell them apart, though.
Some people don't. I know children know them apart off the rip, but adults, they like, I don't know them apart like that.
Yeah, no, they don't tell us apart.
No, my dad still don't know them apart.
That is funny.
Which? But it's funny.
But I ain't having no more though, because I don't want to have more twins. Because I heard it's very possible. But anyway,
I do want to get back because she was sharing some stuff with me earlier about her model mentor. Tell us a little more about that, because I know you have some big things coming, and how people could if they want to be involved, how they could do that.
Yes, so there's New York Fashion Week coming up. I work with High Tech Moda, and I'm now the event planner and model coordinator for the Indigenous Fashion Week of Toronto coming to New York Fashion Week. So it's 2 productions, same venue, which is at the National Geographic Exposure Center in Times Square.
Oh, that's dope. I've never been
Right.
there.
It is. So it's a great experience. Anyone, models, designers that are interested, even some performers for the Indigenous show, can go to my Model Mentor page on Facebook, or you can go to my email, not my email, my website, which is missmodelmentor.com. It's msmodelmentor.com. I have other agencies that I work with and I partner up with. So I have a lot of different flyers out on my Model Mentor page. So they can see all the, different things, and they can inbox me or send me a message. My email is rachel@missmodelmentor.com. Yeah, so I just,
So
if they want individual coaching,
that's what I was about to ask you.
So I, like on Facebook and Instagram, I have people where they just message me. And they just, I just have a question. Well, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to answer your questions. But I can also do one-on-one coaching, or I can, come and do a coaching workshop. Or we can, even if they're not close, we can do it, as long as we can see each other on the video, then we can do it.
So, do you also assist with like the photographs? Like, say if like models want to like, what if they don't really want to do like runway? What if they want to do like more commercial modeling, like commercials, or like just take pictures for the gram?
Yep. No, I'm there for that too. Okay. If they have a photo shoot, I'll be there with you. Especially if if you don't feel comfortable or you don't know the photographer, I'll go with you. You could be very comfortable with them, but you just need help with your posing, or I provide backstage services and a transportation service. So if models are going to a photo shoot or a fashion show, from my experience, especially if parking isn't wonderful, you got to go find a place to park. You got to bring all your stuff. You do this show. You got to pack all your stuff up. You got to go back to your car, where I can come pick you up in my car.
Your car. It's so cute. And the big M on there.
Yep, I'll come pick you up and take you to the door. I'll take your stuff inside for you. I provide backstage services where I have a rack for your clothes. I got hangers out because rummaging through your bags and all this stuff. Where I have I'll have your shoes set up. I got your clothes hung up. I help you get ready, and after you're coming off each time, as long as I know we're wearing designer clothes and stuff like that, but each time I'm putting whatever back in your bag, so when it's over, we're ready to go, and I'll take it back to the car, come pick you up, and take you back home. I work backstage at New York Fashion Week. Yep, I work with the designers and models backstage for Fashion Week.
How is that? Because I know I used to watch America's Next Top Model, and that shit used to look hectic. I'm like, I used to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna submit my application. I'm gonna be on there, and I'm like, I'll be looking at the show in the backstage. I'm like,
it's what you see and more, because they're cutting stuff out. Like everyone keeps saying, oh, you're going to New York, and I'm just like, yeah, and I'm so excited. And like, oh, you're taking a trip, you're getting a vacation, and like, this is not a vacation. I have to seriously prepare physically and mentally before I go, because I know I'm about to work harder than I've worked all year. It is no joke. You have 200 models. You got 60 designers. You have, we did 4 shows in one day. You know what I'm saying? It was 11 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock. And as one show's coming in, and you got other people you got the models coming in for hair and makeup, and then you're trying to get all the other designers and stuff once they're done with this show out, so we can get all the new models and designers in for this show in. And I mean, but we did it though.
That's very exciting. Would you ever get a chance to work with like the Victoria's Secret models? Is that something that
I'm working on, getting myself to that tier.
Okay.
With the models for New York Fashion Week, most of them are 5'8" and up, size 0 to 4. We do have
0 to 4,
to 4.
and they
Yes.
5'8".
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
mad small.
But there are other segments in other shows where, we're opening up the runway to, shorter and, thicker. But it's still, you still got to be proportionate. That's the main thing. And I don't want people to like, oh, well, you only want to work with skinny models or you only want to work with plus size. It's like, I want to work with proportionate models that are serious about this business.
Right.
I don't care what size you are. Are you proportionate enough for these designers to be able to fit you?
Right.
That's the main thing. It's just like, oh, well, no, it ain't my clothes.
Right.
The designers got to be able to fit you, and if they can't fit you,
then it's pointless. Yeah, I heard
right.
that's why I came to show. I think she got some surgery done, and she had to get like her. I don't know if it was implants. I don't know. I don't really know the full story, but I know she did get something removed from her butt because she was basically saying that the designer clothes that she liked and that she wanted to buy wouldn't fit her body. So like she had to scale it down. So
And I think she did it for health reasons.
And health reasons
too.
as well.
Yeah.
Health reasons as well.
Yeah, because I mean that stuff is foreign. It can't be good for your body.
Yeah, it's not. And she talked about it. I was watching her on Wendy Williams when she came up there and she was, explaining why she did it. So if y'all want to watch that, go ahead and search her up. She'll tell you why she did it.
Oh, I think I did see that.
Yeah.
I think because it was like on Instagram, like I saw a clip of it of her talking about why she had to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the stuff that
that's
happened.
crazy.
Yeah, we did talk about
it. May have, you know what? It actually may have been on the injury court. And this lady had went for some type of augmentation or something, and I think she was on there explaining how she had to have it removed and what happened to her, and because I think it turned to like cement or something.
What? I saw that.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's what it was. She was on there giving her experience. That's what it was.
And it's so crazy. I don't want to get off topic, but I don't understand why people do that to themselves.
That's
why
if
that's what you want, that's
to
on
start
you.
with. Are we happy with ourselves first?
Right.
Because if you go into that industry or into any type of field and you don't feel secure, you will let people be able to tell you you need to make your breasts bigger, your lips bigger, your waist smaller, your butt bigger.
Yep.
You need to change your hair, change your eyes, get your eyebrows tattooed on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what Cardi said. Cardi said when she started stripping, whatever. I mean, because I think she was a skinny girl when she first started stripping, but she was like how the guys at the strip club was like, yeah, you need boobs, you need bigger breasts, you need a bigger butt. And she's like, yeah, so I just went and did it because I wanted to be like the other strippers. So like, yeah, I understand. I don't know. To each his own. I don't. That just ain't my thing.
I mean, I'll go get some cool sculpting in a minute and get this tummy down. You know what I'm saying? But I won't add anything.
Ain't add anything or suck nothing out. I just don't want to go.
no.
I'm just scared to get any type of surgery.
Yeah.
But
I've been under too many times to want to have another surgery. If it's not cool sculpting, then I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Let's move on to our after segment. Or did you have anything else you wanted to insert?
Who, me? No.
Okay. Let's move on to after. Just want to know, like, if you have any advice to give any women or anyone that basically want to start their modeling career. I mean, because men too, because men model. Do you help men and women, right? It's not just for women, right?
Men, women, children. So I guess my advice, if you want to model, is you just gotta learn to love yourself first. Don't. I got into modeling because it was a nice escape. I first was molested when I was 7 years old. So around that time is also when I was modeling for my grandma in her church fashion shows and stuff. So I liked doing it because you're playing dress up and it's just a little escape. And then when we moved here, I started modeling a lot when I turned 16. And it was for the same reasons, it was just nice to play dress up and get away. And then I was at Millbrook High School and one of their teachers had licked my mouth. And,
licked your mouth?
Licked my mouth. And I was there helping the autistic kids, and I just happened to be left alone with one of their male teachers. And he gave me a hug and was like, he was like this close to my face. He's like, I think you got some sexy lips, and licked my mouth. And I went and I told my music teacher, and we went and we told, this is when Rockefeller was principal before he became superintendent, but that whole public thing that would happen with him, karma. Anyways, yeah, you didn't want to help me then, but everybody knows how much you suck now. But him, the assistant principal, and the cop, they didn't do anything to help me. They said that I had no business being in that classroom in the first place. My I'm supposed to be gone off of campus at 11:30 because that's when I only have 4 classes, and I had no reason to be there. And I need to find another way to get to my classes so I don't run into that teacher.
Wow. Yeah, let me
Yeah.
ask. Was
So then,
he a white teacher?
Mm-mm.
He was a black guy?
Mm-hmm. But
Wow, I
so
need
I
you to
got
come back on this podcast.
Yeah,
so we
because
can
that
go
right there,
deep
yeah, that's
into
a
this.
whole nother
Yeah.
discussion for a whole
Right.
nother podcast.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that right there, that just
is
bothered the hell out of me
crazy.
because
Yeah.
I just feel like us as black women, I feel like we're not heard, and I feel like we don't get the support that we need.
No, we're
Right.
not. So it's like the way to be seen was on the runway. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, okay, well, you don't see any of the stuff that happens. You see the way that I want to be portrayed, and we
Right.
get all dolled up, and we're just putting on this facade. But then when you go home and you take everything off, you still feel bad. So I just had to, just keep building my self esteem. So I guess
Right.
that's my advice: is just keep working on your self esteem. It doesn't matter. I mean, there's so many stories I could tell you from, sexual abuse, physical abuse, domestic violence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Self
we
harm.
need you to come back.
You know what I'm saying? There's so much stuff that I could tell you, but at the end of the day, they say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Mm-hmm.
There's always something better.
Right.
Every time I want to give up, even whether it's like, I mean, there's been times where I'm like, I can't parent no more, I can't wife no more, I can't adult no more. I just want to, you go with your dad, you go with your dad. I'm out. I want to start over. I mean, I've gotten to the point where I just want to completely give up. I don't think I've ever been suicidal, but I just always wanted to, not always, but I've gotten to the point where I wanted to give up and start over.
Right.
But what I keep seeing is this cartoon where the guy is 2 panels. The first one, like they're underground and they're hacking away and they're looking for gold.
Right.
And so the first guy, he hits the gold and he gets like a little small amount of gold. But if he had kept going, there's a huge nugget of gold.
Mm-hmm.
The guy underneath him, if he had just hit one more axe pick, he would have got this huge amount of gold. But he had turned around and walked away because he gave up. So you never know.
No. Right.
And I mean, it could be, I mean, I've been knowing that my time, that everything that's happening now, I've been claiming this for the past 8 years.
Amen.
And I've been struggling for the past 8 years.
Right.
But that's okay because now
It's
the
that
backswing
swing
and all this
Right.
stuff is about to happen.
Yeah.
So just be of good courage. Don't lose faith. You just never know
Yep.
what that next day will bring. And if you're not here to see it, or if you're not in a sound mind to see it, it's going to pass you right by.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to think like, oh, well, woe is me. It's like, well, no. You got to get yourself you have to prepare yourself.
Right.
All of this stuff is preparing you for what you're going to go through. Because if I can deal with the pain I went through then I can deal with the sharks that I'm about to meet in this industry.
That's right.
The level that I'm on is nothing compared to what I know I could be doing, and the cutthroatness. And I've had people, in this industry stab me in my back and stuff. So, I can't mentor anybody if I didn't go through it.
Right.
That's what I was saying earlier. Like if you don't homeschool, don't say nothing to me.
Right.
If you haven't moved out of state, don't say nothing to me. If you haven't been molested or attacked or anything like that, then don't tell me how to get over it. Don't tell me how to deal with it.
Right.
Don't, you know what I'm saying? So I had to go through that so I could help some people that are going to go through that.
Right. That's right.
Wow. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, thank you for that. Oof.
That's crazy. I don't know if I even want to say this quote that I wanted to say because I feel like I need something deeper to say after what you just said. But no, seriously, you want to come back next week? I am so serious.
No.
You need to. I would love for you to come back next week so we could like go deep into. Because I feel like people need to hear it.
Yeah, if I were to just tell you, and the thing is, like, I don't remember a lot of the good memories. I have to go to my twin for that. And she'll say, you don't remember this? And I'm like, no.
Wow.
But I can tell you everything else. So for me to be able to tell you my story from 6, 7 years old, up until now, but I smile. I mean, it didn't always go that well either. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had some periods where I chose different coping methods and,
Right, right,
It
right.
just didn't go well.
Right.
Like especially when I lost my daddy, and then
Yeah.
my son. We were walking past the wine section. He was like, "Look, mommy, there's your drink." I was like, "Oh, so maybe I have a drink." So or came close to it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah.
I mean, but
Yeah.
I had to
Yeah.
go through that so I know how to moderate, so I know what to do, what not to
Right.
do. You know what I'm saying? When to drink, when not to drink.
But isn't it cool though that you have someone else that could like basically like recant some of the things that like you didn't remember?
Yeah,
Because like
yeah,
since I'm
yeah.
the oldest of three, and it's like my brother and sister they're younger than me, so it's just like I remember going through life and going through the growing pains and being a teenager. It's a lot of stuff that I don't remember. I wish I had somebody to be like, yeah, Britt,
Mm-hmm.
remember X, Y, and Z. Well, my best friend, I mean, we've been best friends since I was like 11. She does like she's like, bro, you don't remember that? She's like, I hate asking you if you remember things because like I be blocking so much stuff out. It's kind of
Mm-hmm.
bad in a sense
Mm-hmm.
because it's like I
I
try
think it
to
became a
yeah
cope. It just became a defense mechanism.
yeah like I just try to block stuff out, which I'm trying to like remember
More.
some things and stuff like that. But I think it'd have been so cool to have a twin or at least an older sister.
Yeah, we
Mhm.
have an older sister too that
Y'all do?
she looks just like us. So
Um,
the cool thing is, so her name's Denise, and she's 2 years older than us. So her birthday is the end of January. 2 weeks later, my mom had two more babies
Two
who are
girls.
2 minutes apart, who were born on 2/12.
wow. So
Wow.
two is a significant number.
Yep, and it's funny because we were almost born at 2/12 on 2/12, but it was 2/12 and 2/14 and 2/16.
That's crazy.
I almost had my son at 2/22 on 2/22, but he came out at 2/24.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, man. That
That's
was that.
crazy.
Yeah.
But
But
shoot, what's crazier is
seriously,
my mom having a two
I'm
year
so
old
serious.
and then having twins 2 weeks later, three under two. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
I
yeah,
was like,
that's
And
yep, no,
wild. Yeah.
and
oh,
girls.
you see me over here?
All right, well, go ahead, Brittany. Do you have any questions you want to like add today before
No,
we
I didn't have
close?
anything. Did you have any questions for us?
um, no questions. I think I just want to say thank you for having me on. This was a lot of fun, and I would love to come back.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we would love to have you back.
Yes.
We would
So
love to have you back.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this one. It say never waste a second of your life complaining. Complaining doesn't solve problems. It attracts them. The more you complain, the more problem you'll have, and the
Mm-hmm.
more you infect other people with your problem. Don't be an infection. Be a cure.
I
Mm.
like that. Yeah,
So
you will
yeah, I
have what
was
you say. That's you will have what you
what you
say. You will
say.
have what you say. You will
Right.
have what you say. I had
Right.
a friend who kept saying, it's killing me. This is killing me, or I'm dead. All this.
Mhm.
And but then you find out you have stage 4 cancer. I mean,
Mm,
you will
that's
have what you
crazy.
say. I had
Right.
to move out of the neighborhood I was in because I just this woe is me mentality was
Mhm.
draining. It's only that bad because you say it's that bad. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you
I
have
gotta
what you
preach
say.
that to my. I
That
gotta preach
is,
that to myself.
Yeah. Amen to that one.
Well, I don't really have a quote or anything like that. I just want to leave off with moms that are struggling, like to pick up and do your daily duties and be a mom, go to work. Because I know a lot of moms are not stay-at-home moms. Even for stay-at-home moms, I know it's a lot dealing with your kids all day. Trust me, I know. And
Mhm.
for moms that do work and your children are in extracurricular activities, you got to cook, clean, and come up
mm-hmm.
with meal plans. Like, listen, sis, take that nap.
Yep. Take
If
that
it
nap.
don't
Take
get
that bubble
right,
bath.
take that bubble bath, take that nap.
Take
Like,
the
if
time
you
to get up and get
time to get
yourself
up,
together.
call out of work regularly. If you got PTO days, you got sick days, use it. And the marathon continues. If it don't get done today, it will get done tomorrow.
hmm I've
Right.
done that. I've had to was almost about to break down crying. I had to call out of work and I went and got on the paddle boats and just sat out on the water for a while.
Wow.
I mean, just do
Just to
something.
decompress. Yeah,
Yep.
like
Yeah.
you got to do that. So that wraps up this episode. Thank you so much, Rachel, for joining us. We
Thank you for
appreciate you
having
so
me.
much with your openness and honesty. We love it. Appreciate it so much. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, be sure to hit us up on our social media at love.lifeafter on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you have any questions or concerns or would like to be a guest and join us on the podcast, please be sure to email us at lovelifeafter18 at gmail.com. It's Love Life After. Thank you guys.
I know I'm addicted. I know I'm addicted. I know I'm addicted.